Hi, Cancer Collective. Happy Wednesday. I hope you all are doing amazing. Let's pull some cards and see what you need to hear. We're going to get 4 cards. 4 cards for Cancer. Okay. You got unexpected income, a windfall of money, surprise funds, bonus, sudden wealth, financial blessing, lucky gain, surprise payout, sudden fortune, unexpected financial boost. Then the next card that came out was homeless. Okay, so this says unhoused, displaced, economic hardship, joblessness, street life, and unemployment. Now, obviously, you don't have to be unemployed and you don't have to be homeless, but if you have been going through a tough time, you see how she's like finding this money on the ground. Some of you, it's going to be something as simple as that. You might find a $20 bill or something on the ground. I don't know why I'm saying $20 bill. I can't see what this is, but that could just be an unexpected blessing. It could be something that comes right when you need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to tell you all, if you don't believe, and this is why I talk like this on my channel, and something like this happened to me yesterday. I was just thinking about a certain amount of money. I was just like, oh, it would be nice if I just, happened upon this certain amount of money and my phone goes off, and that same exact amount of money that I had just said, it would be nice if, just because, you know what I mean? Just universe, just look out for your girl, just give me a little bonus, right? That same exact amount popped up on my phone. I'm not going to go into detail about how, but God works like that. You don't have to know how. You're not supposed to know how. And this is something that requires you to have a level of faith that is more than a mustard seed, right? A mustard seed is enough, but a lot of times we overthink this. We don't realize that this is not, I'm not going to go into all of that. The way I see life is assimilation. I feel like your mind is creating your life. And if you have a positive mind, you're going to have a positive life. Now, that doesn't mean you ain't going to go through hardships, because somebody could be going through hardships here. But just understand it's the way that you look at things. And this is why I do my readings the way that I do. I really need y'all to understand. I'm not just talking because I want to sound love and light and happiness. No, it's because it's real. And I've proven this to myself, because I'm a very practical minded person. It was hard for me to wrap my head around this at first because it didn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. And this is where you tap into that God energy and understand that God is acting out itself, because I'm not going to gender God, itself through you. And so why would God create you to suffer? You're not created to suffer. You're not. Now, that doesn't mean we don't go through stuff. We all go through stuff. But I'm telling y'all, if I can get anything across to my audience, I really want it to be the law of assumption. I really do, because it's real, y'all. I don't care what you want in this life. Whatever you want in this life, you can have. I promise you, I'm willing to put my life on the line for this, because it's that true. So I just want to encourage you all to always be positive. I know people go through stuff. We all go through stuff, but I'm telling you, miracles are real and they happen every single day. So this might just be a little bit of change that you need. It might be a little, say for instance, you just need some gas in your car and you find that exact amount of money just laying on the ground. That's your blessing. But for others of you, this might be a big come up for you. It might be a positive turning point in a major way, where you go from not necessarily homeless, but for some of you, it could be. Homeless might just simply mean that you're staying with someone. Maybe you're not the breadwinner. Maybe you're not the person whose name is on the mortgage, the deed to the house, or the lease to the apartment or townhome or whatever. And you just want your independence. I feel like it's coming. You got a fire sign showing up here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, if this is not a person in your energy, you could be on a Cancer, Leo cusp, or have a lot of fire in your chart. Or this is just about energy, passion. Let's see, courage. Let's see. What's the fire sign? The fire sign is family life. Some of you are in a relationship with a fire sign. I did a poll months ago and asked what sign you all were dealing with. What element, and you all say fire, I believe. So it says togetherness, love, bonding, home, unity, nurturing, care, tradition, warmth, parenthood, siblings, harmony, and generations. Some of you could have just recently had a baby. Look at that cute little baby. Or you could be pregnant, or maybe this is what's coming for you. Your reading is nice. All right, so bottom of the deck, you have loyalty, trust, commitment, faithfulness, devotion, honor, bond, respect, endurance, faith, honest, and sacrifice with obstacles. And this card says stagnation, resistance, blockage, miscommunication, delay, misalignment, confusion, ego clash, hesitation, karmic lessons, shadow work, and unresolved past. So some of you have been loyal, maybe to a fault. And everybody hasn't deserved your loyalty. You know, the beautiful thing about this, though, is it teaches you what not to do the next time. It's okay to be loyal, continue to be loyal. I just told someone yesterday what I'm noticing about cancers that I never knew before. My daughter is a cancer, but I don't know. I never paid attention to this before about cancers. Cancers have a lot of the same kind of energy as fixed signs, where you all care about home, you care about stability, you care about knowing what you're getting yourself into. And so I feel like, in the past, maybe you gave people blind faith. Could be a particular person. Some of you may have this person tattooed on you because he has loyalty tattooed on his arm. So maybe something is significant about a tattoo related to a particular person. It doesn't have to be. Somebody's name could be loyal too. It's making me think about who has the son named Loyal? Is it Ari or is it no, it's not Ari. It's I can't think of her name. Jada Waiter. So somebody could have a child named Loyal or something. But anyway, I feel like your loyalty in the past, because he is facing the past, maybe created obstacles for you. But I feel like you have learned your lesson and you won't repeat those again. You won't repeat those again. For some of you, it could be a friendship here that really challenged you. All right, let's see. What's going on with this come up for you? You got to come up. 2 cards. Yes, the 5 of Pentacles is poverty, but it's in reverse. This is coming out of poverty. Oh, see, number 1. Oh, I got so many messages. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay, Cancer, this is Taurus energy. This could be the last 5 years. Could be a 5-year relationship. Could be a job where you felt like you weren't valued. It could be anything. But the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is a beautiful card. It talks about coming out of poverty, getting back on your feet, a resolution to financial issues. And maybe for some of you, this does represent spiritual poverty. And when you get this card, it is connected to your South Node. Your South Node is where you haven't worked through your shadows from the past relationships, your childhood, or maybe even past lifetimes if you believe in that. And this is where Spirit gets your attention by getting you to turn more to your spiritual self, like exactly what I was just talking about. Y'all, this is one of these days where I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied because I can't get my thoughts to slow down, and I have so many things that I've already lost some of them. But the 5 of Pentacles in reverse kind of ties into what I said before, where, don't believe everything that your eyes see. In fact, don't believe much of anything that your eyes see, except if it's what you want to see, because the 3D world out here is nothing but a mirror. And you did have mirror on the bottom of the deck too. I shuffled it back in. But the world itself is nothing but a mirror reflecting our own thoughts back to us. This sounds like hocus pocus. It's not. I promise you it's not. So I do feel like Spirit has been trying to get your attention here. And I also feel like we have to be careful about who we are in close proximity to. When we have blessings coming towards us, they can block our blessings because God doesn't want to bless us while those people are in our environment. You know what I mean? So maybe you kick somebody out. I don't know. It could be that. But the 5 of Pentacles does talk about a business bouncing back. If you have a business that's not been doing well, it is about your faith being restored, recovering from financial loss, rebuilding your business or something like that. Nice. Yeah, something to celebrate here. This is July 2nd through the 11th. Some of you are breaking free from a toxic relationship, friendship, or something here. Could involve a Capricorn. Or maybe you already did. And like I said, it could be a 5-year cycle. It could be work. It could be something job related. What else is this? This is literally homelessness, but it's in reverse. And you got homeless here. Wow, this talks about like filing bankruptcy, all of that, but it's flipped in reverse. So you're coming out of economic hardship. The Death card, yes, the end of it. The end of suffering, the end of financial blockages, Scorpio energy. Could be in Scorpio season that you really see this change. This is a transformation. This is endings and new beginnings. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and it's also course correction. Nice. You got the Knight of Cups. This could be some good news coming in. The King of Wands is unexpected income, y'all. Get the hell out of here, because look, your first card is unexpected income, and that's what the King of Wands represents. Now, this is fire sign energy, so maybe some of you are dealing with a fire sign. You got Pisces here, you got Leo, Jupiter here, but could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you're getting some kind of good news, because the Knights are like the pages. They do bring news. This could be something coming in the mail. This is a courier. It's something emotionally like uplifting, whatever that means. The Knight of Cups can represent good overwhelming news. It can be the feeling of like wanting to take on a whole bunch. It is a warning about saying yes to everything because you might be so excited about something coming your way. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's see what this is. What is this spiritual poverty? So God has made you or is getting you to empty yourself of like superficiality, bad relationships, toxicity. I feel like you've already done it. And now you're about to be on that upswing. You have the Six of Wands in reverse. And the King of Pentacles. Midas touch energy, financial stability here. This is your pride. This is your ego. Some of you may have gone through an ego death. The death card is an ego death. So like I said, the Five of Pentacles is about shedding yourself of your ego and turning more towards your spiritual side. So there could be something here about that, y'all. I don't know. Six of Wands in reverse can also talk about like not wanting to be seen. This could be somebody embarrassed about something. It could be you. It doesn't have to be someone else. Leo, Jupiter energy, maybe falling from grace. That's what this is. So for some of you, you may have hit a rough patch and it may be something embarrassing that you wouldn't want anybody to know about. But look at you standing tall now or about to. This is future focus. So it looks like something is coming in the way of financial blessings. Now, this could be somebody who is blessing you. Y'all get the King of Pentacles all the time. You have the King of Wands as well. But the King of Wands is a benefactor. And look, it's a job for some of you. Gainful employment. Yeah, the Page of Cups. If you have a job interview, this is a good sign or a test. Good news is coming in. It could be something that requires you to relocate or travel, though. The Three of Wands is usually travel over a body of water. Yeah, you got the Four of Pentacles. It's facing the past, though. So this talks about a rock bottom. Some of you have already hit a rock bottom. It feels financial. This is penny pinching, money being tight, maybe being conservative in your spending, thinking long term, planning for the future. This is also planning for the future. I feel like your money looks really good, Cancer. I was scrolling through YouTube the other day and I saw another reader. I can't think of her name. I think I'm subscribed to her, but I can't think of her name. She does only Cancer readings, but I have a lot of Cancer in my chart, so I look at Cancer readings. And she had, her title was something like, Jesus, I can't think of it. It was something along the lines of like, your financial situation is like improving drastically. I want to give people their shout outs because I don't like when people don't give people their shout outs, but I can't think of her. I think her channel is called Cancer something. I just don't know what the other word is. Yeah, I like to share the wealth. My heart is big. I don't feel like I need to hold everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wish I could think. It might be, is it Cancer? I'm not going to try to think of it because I might say the wrong thing. But this is definitely good news regarding finances. The Eight of Pentacles is about maybe learning a new craft, mastering a craft. It also talks about self-employment. It is practice makes perfect, so it usually shows somebody in training. So this could be good news about a training. And like I said, this might be this person that is wanting to invest in you. Now, this could also be the sudden wealth that's coming through this benefactor because this is the person offering you a job. All I know is it looks good. That's all I can tell you. We're going to move on to loyalty. I mean, not loyalty, to fire sign and family life. All right. What's going on with the fire sign and family life? Okay, 3 cards fell out. What you got here? The Three of Wands comes out again. The Lovers and the Tower. Somebody could be unexpectedly asking you to move with them. This is usually going to be related to a partnership, a love relationship, and you have family life here. And this is maybe the element of surprise. Somebody could be really seeing you as the one. The Tower is fire energy. It's Scorpio and Aries. It's fire energy, though. You got Gemini here with the Lovers. This could be an unexpected love situation that you don't even see it in. Maybe somebody at a distance. The Three of Wands is usually somebody at a distance, but it can also represent meeting someone on social media, and it can also represent patiently waiting. So maybe for some of you, there's a fire sign or a Gemini or a Scorpio that you're waiting for patiently, and I feel like they could be ready to step up. Y'all been getting the Emperor a lot. I just want to make sure I'm not overlooking something. The Tower is hidden intense feelings. It can be somebody that hasn't really shown you, although they know you are the one. I feel like they're planning. They're just being strategic. What's going on here? But I see this airplane, so like I said, there could be distance. Well, this one wanted to fall out. The Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Somebody's ready to claim you. Somebody feels like you're their lover and their best friend. And I feel like they've shared like some disappointments, some betrayals with you, things they've been through. They're trying to move past those. This person is open to a future with you. This is growth. This is expansion. I feel like your family life and your financial life is improving. This Queen of Wands is the counterpart to the King of Wands. So I don't know, maybe for some of you, if you are in separation or going through a hard time with your person, you two may be coming back together. And y'all know I don't really talk about exes like that, but when I talk about these kind of exes, I mean somebody that you just aren't getting along with, but you still love them, they still love you, not some distant person that you don't want to hear from. This is like, you know, you and another person really do love each other, but maybe you're just going through a hard time. Yeah, somebody could be even calling off a divorce or something because they want to save their family. But this Queen of Wands is definitely a confidant, and she does represent. She shows up when somebody's ready to claim you, okay? I feel like somebody's feelings could be growing for you. The Lover's card is your kingdom spouse, is your cosmic +1. It also talks about vulnerability and transparency. So there could be a person here who might be shocking you by opening up. Yeah, you got the Seven of Swords and the Emperor. I knew he was going to come out. That's why I mentioned them. I knew it was going to come out. They're strategizing. Whoever this Emperor is, your divine masculine is here. And I keep getting them being nervous about maybe popping a question. You see how this person's hand is behind their back? I'm getting like when you don't expect somebody to pull out a ring or something. And they're like, I'm ready to settle down. This may really shock you. Maybe this person has to get out of another situation. Maybe they're not completely out of a marriage. Maybe they're going through it. Maybe it's rough because the Tower is usually like explosive arguments. That could be what it is. But this person is admiring you right now and they're wanting to step up. It could be an Aries. Some of you do have a child with this person. This is a baby daddy. So like I said, you may already be married to them. Who knows? Everybody's going through different scenarios here, but I feel like somebody's ready to step up. He wants a traditional relationship. And this is like, I feel like a person maybe working through their trust issues and they're ready to like jump in with you. You got Gemini, Mars, you got Aquarius, Moon, and you got Aries energy. Oh yeah. So look at this. The Tower is here again. You're not expecting some kind of communication and somebody's ready to solidify this, make this a stable connection with you, maybe even introduce you to their family. They could be talking to somebody, getting advice about you. For some of you, this person lost their mother or a woman in their life and they've shared that with you. It could even be a godmother, stepmother. There's a feminine influence in their life that they've talked about this person with you, or you already know this. Maybe you even knew this person. If you knew the person before they passed, and it's specifically if you knew this person's mother, sister, or just a woman in their life, that person told them they should marry you. And this is building an empire together. The King of Pentacles is an empire builder, and the Emperor is as well. Traditional relationships. Somebody here wants to talk about this. And I feel like there's been an influence by this woman here. Could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, namely a Libra. But I feel like somebody already gave them advice about you. Maybe for some of you, this Knight of Wands is past tense. This could be somebody that wasn't sure that they wanted to settle down. Kept it casual, kept it sexual, because the Queen of Wands is a concubine. So that could be somebody that hurt you in that way. And now, you know, either they're talking to, I feel like this is an ancestor, but they could be talking to someone right now that's alive, you know. But I feel like somebody gave them advice about you or is giving them advice about you. And they may be doing something that will shock you. You got the Hangman, Pisces energy, Scorpio and Aries again, and this is the fall. So this is a new perspective. Somebody's perspective is changing on you, and they're realizing how much they value you. Yeah, if they've been being difficult with you, they're conceding. They are conceding. Aquarius, Venus, and Scorpio moon. All right, y'all. That is what I have for you. I hope that reading made sense. I hope it made sense. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you all the next time. Peace.